Let's go ahead and let's see what set that is. Okay, so there is a lot of information on the page, so looks like I'll have to hide myself. Okay, so the set says the accounts department of Yareva Private Limited, for the purpose of appraisal, took out their accounts book after 1 year. They found out that only the cumulative data of 3 major departments was given and the employee data was missing. The table given below shows the number of employees and the average monthly salary of the employees in the 3 major departments. So if we look into this, we have human resources. There are a total of 14 employees. So the average monthly salary is going to be 14 into 65K is the average. So 14 into 65. Similarly for finance, there are 10 employees, average is 105K. And for operations, it's 8 into 85K, right? So this is total salary that is being disbursed, right? So shall we calculate the total right away or should we wait? कर लेते हैं. 14 into 65, 130, 260, 65, 910K. This is going to be 1050K. And this is going to be 170, 340, 680K. So this is the total salary disbursed among these many employees of these 3 departments, right? Okay. One of the employees who had left the company on bad terms had also written down some information which could help in getting some idea of the salary of the employees in the 3 departments. So we're talking now about a certain other employee which is not a part of this employee because this employee had already left. So he is giving us some hints about what about human resources, what about finance, what about operations. So the written down information is as follows. There were 8 salary figures provided to the employees from rupees 50,000 to 120,000, each differing by rupees 10,000. So 8 salary figures. So 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, 120,000. So we have, 110,000 and 120,000. So we have a total of 8 salary figures for these employees, right? Okay, next. In the operations department, only 4 salary figures were provided and equal number of employees received each salary figure. So if you look at operations, there are only 8 employees and each, 4 salary figures were provided and everyone had same, right? So, and the 4 salary figures are in AP. So if we have 85K as the average, so can we say the 4 numbers are 70, 80, 90 and 100? This will only add up. So this will only give you average of 85, which lies between 80 and 90. है ना? कोई और possibility तो है नहीं. So there are 2 employees who earned 70,000, 2 employees who earned 80,000, 2 employees who earned 90, 2 employees who earned 100,000. Okay, next. In the finance department, finance people, there are 10 people. No one had a salary less than 90,000 and the number of employees having salary rupees 90,000 were same as the number of employees having salary rupees 120,000. So if you talk about 90,000, then we have 100,000, then we have 110,000 and we have 120,000. So if we have X number of employees for 90,000, we will have X number of employees for 120,000, right? And the overall is 105. Now, if you look at 105 as the average monthly, 105 lies again in between 100 and 110. So can we say this is very similar to operations department abhi jo kara tha? 85,000 the average, 85, it lies between 80 and 90. And similarly, the 105,000, that is 105, it lies exactly between 100 and 110. So if we have X employees of 90 and 120, so average के logic से we will have same number of employees who got 100,000 and 110,000, है ना? So ये भी same होगा, as in they both are going to be Y, right? Okay. In the HR department, no one had a salary of more than 80,000. ठीक है. So average salary is 65,000 and no one had a salary of more than 80,000. So यानी कि ये 80,000, 70,000, 60,000, 50,000 इन चारों में से एटलीस्ट वन सैलरी तो उठाता होगा, है ना. And number of employees being paid rest of the salary figures were all in AP. इधर भी ये ध्यान रखने वाली चीज है कि this number 65,000 का 65 it lies exactly in between 60 and 70 here also. So ये भी average के form में होगा, right? But the number of employees they are in AP. So this is as in one of them is A. It doesn't say that they are strictly in this in order only, right? So इसमें से one of these four salaries were paid to A number of employees, then A plus D number of employees, then A plus 2D number of employees, and A plus 3D number of employees, such that the sum of all these employees is 14. ठीक है. Now, number of employees having salary rupees 100,000 and 80,000 are prime numbers and equal in all three departments together. So they are prime number and equal in all three departments together. ठीक है, तो वो बराबर है together में along all the three departments. So how to interpret it, as in how to represent it rather than interpret it. So can we say we should redraw a table where we will be looking at departments and number of employees and all these 8 salary figures as the columns. And in columns के बीच में along every department we will write down how many employees received that particular amount, right? And the average monthly salary and total monthly salary, so that we can calculate what is the sequence. Chalo. So if we draw that table, this is what we are going to get, right? HR department, finance, operations, number of employees are 14, 10 and 8, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Sum of, since from the average we have calculated the sum, right? ठीक है, चलो अब एक एक करके शुरू करते हैं. We are done with statement A from in this table. Now it says in the operations department only 4 salary figures were provided and equal number of employees received each salary figure. Also the 4 salary figures are in AP. So since they are in AP, our average is 85. So 85 lies exactly here. So 2 employees 80, 2 employees 90, 2 employees 70, 2 employees 100. I hope this is not an issue. I hope this part is clear. Right? So we can say that there are no employees who are going to get these salaries. If we add, we will be getting 680. So we're done with statement B. Next, in the finance department, no one had a salary less than rupees 90 and the number of employees having salary rupees 90,000, whereas same as the number of employees having salary rupees 120,000. So for this particular process, can we say 90,000 K X employees we have? 120,000 K also we have X employees. 100,000 also we have Y employees and 110,000 also we have Y employees. Why we have Y employees? Because the average is 105, which lies exactly here. देखो it says कि minimum salary 90 है, so ये सारे तो zero हैं. So we have to take in the values, उसका average जो होगा वो हमारा 105 होगा. So if we take X number of employees of 90,000 and X number of employees of 120,000, so the average will be 105,000. No doubt about it. 90 or 120 का middle number with equal weightage is 105. But we can't simply say no that 100 and 110 doesn't exist. Now, if I want average to be 105, so 100 and 110 ka average is also 105. So the number of employees who get 100,000 salary is same as the number of employees who get 110,000 also. Such that iska average bhi 105 hai aur iska average bhi 105 hai, such that overall average is 105. Right? So from here we can say that 2 times x plus 2 times y, itne sare employees, that is equal to 10. So this gives us x plus y is equal to 5. So x could be 1, y could be 4, x could be 2, y could be 3, x could be 3, y could be 2, and so on and so forth. X even can be 5, okay, such that y is 0. This is done. Next, in the HR department, no one had a salary more than 80,000. So that means these all are 0, right? And the average is 65. So average is 65. So yahan average 65 hai. And since the number of people are in an AP, so the sum is 14, no? So देखो इसको ऐसे देखते हैं. If sum of 4 numbers, okay, we are talking about number of employees here, that is equal to 14, right? And they are in AP, then this sum of first and last should be 7, and this sum of second and second last should be 7. That is exactly how APs work. एक अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन में फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट का सम वही होता है जो सेकेंड एंड सेकेंड लास्ट टर्म का सम होता है. So what numbers can we write? So can we say we can write down 2, 3, 4, 5 such that 2 plus 5 is 7, 3 plus 4 is 7? Or can we have any other possibility? Can we take 1, 3, 4, 6? Now 1, 3, 4, 6, they are not in AP, right? Haan. So the only possibility is 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5 ही केवल possibility है. Now, which one is 2, which one is 3, which one is 4, which one is 5? Suppose if I write 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so what we will see is average is 65,000. You will see that we have more weightage or more number of employees who get higher salary. So the average will be towards 70 or 80, not between 60 and 70, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5 तो नहीं होने वाला. So we need to find out what combination will this work, right? So for this, I am saying that, देखो 2, 3, 4, 5 would mean 20,000 तो हर किसी का हो गई. Sorry, 2 employees will be there for each one of them for sure, right? So 2 times 50 plus 60 plus 70 plus 80 plus what will give us 910, right? So right now we have 260 into 2, which is 520. So sum of 3 numbers क्यों? क्योंकि इसमें से कोई एक 3 होगा, कोई 4, कोई 5 होगा. So sum of 3 numbers plus 2 times 260 is 910. So we can say that the sum of these 3 numbers is going to be 910 minus 520, which is going to give us 390. Now if I need 390 और एक 1 है, एक 2 है, एक 3 है, right? So 3 can be written as 2 plus 1, 4 can be written as 2 plus 2, and 5 can be written as 2 plus 3. So we will have 1, 2, and 3. Now this 1 getting multiplied with which one of these, and 2 getting multiplied with which one of these, and 3 getting multiplied with which one of these will result in 390. So this is what we need to find out. So अगर मैं 3 into 90 कर दिया, so this is 270. So I need another 120. If I need another 120, तो 120 2 into 50 and 6 नहीं हो सकता. So can we say 80,000 cannot be 5? ये 5 नहीं होगा. ठीक है. Next, can this be 2 into 90? So we have 180 so far. So we need another 210. So ये utilize हो गया. If we need another 200, sorry, 90, नहीं 80 चाहिए ना. Hold on. Let's restart. See, 80,000 is the largest value. So if I take 80,000 here, so I will have 240,000. So that means I need another 150. For 150, any combination will not work, right? 50 into 2 plus 60 is 160. 160 plus 240 is not 390. So 80,000 में 5 नहीं आ सकता. As in there cannot be 5 employees who take up 80,000. Okay. So if this doesn't work, तो हम 2 वाले पे 90 ले लेते हैं, 80 ले लेते हैं. So this is 160. If this is 160, we need another 230. So for 230, if we take 70 into 3, it will not make sense. If we take 60 into 3, so this is 180. 180 plus 50 is 230. So this is one combination. इसका एक combination ये हो गया कि 80 वाले, there are 2 plus 2, 4 employees who get 80,000. There are 5 employees who get 60,000, and there are 3 employees who get 50,000, and there are 2 employees who get 70,000. Such that their average is 65,000. या फिर sum is 910. ठीक है? So ये एक possibility है. तो मैं यहाँ number of employees ऐसे लिख लेता हूँ. So 3, 5, 2 or 4. So this is one. Next possibility we can have is अगर मैं 80 को 1 पे ले जाऊं. So we have 80,000. We need another 310. So we are done with only one of these. 310 के लिए, if I take 3 times of 70, so 3 times of 70, so this is 210. 210 है और मेरे को चाहिए था 310. So another 100 left. Another 100 we can get is from 2 into 50. So यानी कि 4 employees get 50,000. 2 plus 1, 3 employees get 80,000. And 5 employees get 70,000. And obviously 2 employees will get 60,000. This is the second possibility. Right? So let's write it. So the other possibility is 3, 4, 2, 5 and 3 employees. ठीक है. Next possibility is we have taken 80 का सारा ना. ठीक है. What if 80,000 is not used at all? If 80,000 is not used at all, so we will take this as 70,000. So this is 210,000. 210,000 plus 120,000 is 330. 330 into 330 plus 50 is 380. 390 नहीं हो रहा. What if I interchange 60, 70 or 50, 60? We will see that it will decrease further. It will become even less than 380,000 because 3 into 70 is the largest we can reach if I do not include 80,000 at all. Right? So can we say these are the only 2 possibilities that we are going to get? जहां तक HR डिपार्टमेंट की बात हो रही है. How can we know what table we have to form? Himanshu, since the information is about the number of people who are getting certain salary amount, तो मेरे को सारे salaries चाहिए ना, 50 to 120,000. So that's why those columns were required. And under each column, under each department, we have to write down how many employees get which salary. तो मेरे को पूरा classification चाहिए. As in 14 में से how many employees got 50,000 in HR? How many got 60,000 in HR? How many got 70,000 in HR? Such that total employees is 14. The average is 65. And then we have these additional conditions. सब fulfill करने हमें. ठीक है? Okay. Next, it says, last point, number of employees having salary rupees 100,000 and 80,000 are prime and equal in all 3 departments. So 4 plus 2 तो prime नहीं होगा. 3 plus 2 prime होगा. 80,000, can we say 5 employees get this? So this is prime number, right? And for this 100,000, can we say since this is 5, this should also be 5 because they both are same, right? They are equal in all the three departments together, 5 and 5. So that gives us y as 3 and x is going to be 2. And this also forces us कि 80,000 वाला जो 3 चाहिए, that means the first combination is not possible. So in HR department, there are 4 employees who got 50,000, 2 employees who got 60, 5 employees who got 70, and 3 employees who got 80. Such that sum is 910. Similarly for finance and operations ko to, it was fixed. Right? So you can see that this was a question which was based on two concepts. One was pure arithmetic ka sequence ka approach. And the next part was a bit of hit and trial for HR because they never stated that this is an increasing AP, decreasing AP in terms of the salaries paid to them. So we had to form the cases. If you guys were finding this hit and trial to be a difficult part, we could have also solved it in a different way, that suppose the number of employees are A, B, C and D for 50, 60, 80. So we can say 50A plus 60B plus 70C plus 80D is equal to 910, where A, B, C, D are the number of employees. And we are also given that A plus C plus D जो है ये अपना 14 है ना? So what we can do is we can take out 50 common and write down A plus B plus C plus D, and then we will be left with 10B will be, अच्छा पहले तो एक 0 हटा देते हैं, ठीक है, previous वाले से, to make it easier. So we will get rid of these zeros. So we don't have to deal with larger numbers. So we'll have 5 times A plus B plus C plus D plus B plus 2C plus 3D is equal to, this is 14 na? 14 into 5 is 70, 91 minus 70 is 21. अब ध्यान रखना कि ये जो BCD है इनके values हमें put करने हैं. So what you will realize that there are only two possibilities, that if B is 3, C is 2, sorry, B is 5. The two answers are B is 5, C is 2 and D is 4. ठीक है? 4 into 3 12 plus 2 into 2 4 plus 5 21. The other possibility is B is 2, C is 5 and D is 3. 5 into 2 10, 10 plus 9 19, 19 plus 2 21. यही दो केसेस लिखे थे जिसमें से पहला वाला एलिमिनेट हो गया था यूजिंग विच स्टेटमेंट, द लास्ट वन, बिकॉज इट सेज 80,000 एंड 100,000 के जो टोटल एम्प्लॉयज हैं दैट्स अ प्राइम नंबर एंड दे आर सेम. So 4 plus 2 is 0 plus 2 is not a prime number for 80, right? 3 plus 2 is a prime number. So now let's move over to the question. Which of the following is the minimum? Total cumulative salary received by employees getting rupees 90,000 salary. So if we look at the 90,000 salary, there are 4 employees who get 90,000 salary. So can we say 4 into 90,000, that is 360,000 total salary. B option says cumulative salary received by employees getting 110. If we look at 110, there are 3 employees and each getting 110. So this is going to be 330. So A तो minimum नहीं है. C option says cumulative salary received by employees getting rupees 80,000. So for 80,000, we have 5 employees. So if 5 employees get 80,000, they get 400,000. So C भी नहीं होगा. Total salary received by employees who salary is 100,000. 100,000, we have 5 employees and each one of them get 100,000. So 500,000 इनका cumulative है तो ये भी lowest नहीं है. The lowest number is 330. So B is going to be the answer. Right? Okay. The next one. What is the number of employees having rupees 60,000 salary in the human resource department? HR का 60,000 जाना है. HR के 60,000 में, as you can see, there are 2 employees, isn't it? So 2. We should type in 2. It's a theta question. Okay, next. What is the total cumulative salary received by employees getting rupees 70,000 in the 3 departments? So 70,000 में total employees, there are 7 of them. है ना? Across all the 3 departments, 7 लोग हैं, हर एक को 70,000 मिलता है. So can we say कि 7 employees are there, each receives 70,000, so total 49 and a 0. 490,000 is the cumulative salary they get, right? Next, what is the number of employees having rupees 90,000 salary in the 3 departments together? 90,000 salary across all the 3 departments, total number of employees, there are 4 of them. So 4 is going to be the answer. Okay. See over there. So this is the set which is kind of mediocre level, or as we call them, a little moderate level, right? First time it may be little more difficult, as in a little above moderate, because of that last combination of HR, 14 employees ka. How do we form an AP such that the sum turns out to be, I believe 910,000, average was 65, and in which order we should write it. So वो hit and trial वाला part था. Even though you write down the equations, you have 4 variables and 2 equations. Solve तो नहीं होगा. As in you will not uniquely get an answer quickly. You'll have to do hit and try, right? Otherwise, for finance and operations, the salary received by which number of employees, they are pretty straightforward. So I hope everybody liked this particular set. This is a very good set, right? So if you practice this 2 times or 3 times, you will realize that next time you come across such a combination where APs have to be involved, there are 3 types where you can get into it. One is, you know how APs form, what you know how the pattern develops, what is the sum of first and last, or how common differences play an important role to select the terms. Second, even if you don't know this series, you can find out you know the sum of the terms. जैसे x plus y आया हमारा 5, उधर से निकाल सकते हैं. And the third possibility is दोनों में से कुछ नहीं पता, तो वो hit and trial से निकलेगा फिर. ठीक है? Something is going to make it fixed. Either the sum or the average or the number of terms are going to make things fixed. So that will help us out as well. Head and you know, unlock all the the entire test series. Okay? So it's completely your choice. So take care everyone.